Hello, and welcome back to the Rim. I had actually a really great time playing this yesterday, and because it was a great time, no reason why we shouldn't play a little more. So for those who didn't catch the previous stream, here is a quick rundown of where we're at. We have survived our first year on the Rim. We began with my Katten and Engie. Katten's story in particular being a woman who'd landed on the Rim, crash landed as part of a shipwreck, severely alcoholic, and 6 months pregnant. She has since kicked her alcoholic habit and given birth to a healthy baby boy, Zephyr, and since then we've been joined by 4 others. We have, in order, Nice Things, the psychically hypersensitive, reclusive, tough Neanderthal, Tretch, the misandrous, neurotic, psychopathic teacher, who has actually betrayed the colony once already. However, we are keeping her around because she is the only person in this entire colony that is not dumber than a pair of hammers. She has an actual intellectual skill which she is improving consistently because she is the only person I can rely upon to do constant research. Ro, who's not really earned a name yet, is not particularly useful at anything, but he can kind of shoot. Unfortunately, he's a little bit of an asshole. And then we have Crux, who has skills I didn't necessarily need, but on the other hand, he is kind and beautiful, and a big hairy Latkin. So we are trying to make sure that he lives a charmed life until he finds some amusing way to die. Now, in terms of what we're looking to do today, we've got our initial library room / Great Hall set up, and we've put together something resembling an industrial area. We need more houses. We'd like to see the anima tree be ready to be linked by Nice Things. And it's time to also start mech tech. Now, we're not really ready to pursue it particularly hard, but this ancient exostrider midsection offers us some potential for powerful future abilities. And we need to have a little bit of a think about who we're going to make our Mechanitor. And I think it's going to be either Engie or Tretch. Now, I have some concerns about making the woman with the most red flags in existence, who has already betrayed the colony once, our Mechanitor. But she's a very good researcher. And because she's a very good researcher, she's going to blitz through the mech tech research tree, which there's a little bit of research to be done as part of being a Mechanitor. Otherwise, the useful skills would be crafting. Squirrel has gone mad. We'll deal with that. Alright, Mai. Get out here and fight some people. Engie would be thematic. She's a foundry girl, but Tretch would probably be a little bit better at it. So I need to have a think about that. I'm open to suggestions and what people think would make the best story. Either or would be very interesting. Another thing that would probably be nice to do is we're going to try and tame some of these muffalo. I think it gets very cold in this part of the world, and having access to muffalo, they're a very good herd animal in this particular case. Alright, now where the fuck did that squirrel go? The problem is if I unpause it for too long, these idiots are going to blow this up. Okay, they found it. Cool. Alright, they got it. Good work. Get back to whatever it was you were doing. Actually, in fact, I'm going to get you to come over here, because we're eventually going to need you to help blow this thing up. Once this gets to about 25%, I will probably get these guys away from it, because this is going to blow up when it gets too damaged. And so we're just going to, we'll go back to a safe distance again once it hits about 25%. A cougar, once again, is hunting Nice Things. There's a line. But Mai should not have any issues bringing that down. We're playing with combat extended, and not to put too fine a point on it, but guns go pretty hard in Combat Extended. We had a major and recurring issue with we completely ran out of ammunition, but we have now learned how to make ammunition. Owen, good to see you, mate. Yes, I will be playing at the Conquest event this weekend. I've got an Archangel list I would like to play. Alright, we're just very carefully watching this. It hasn't begun to make a noise yet. I'm just very cautious, because I know this will explode. 22. 21. Can we get away from there, lads? Alright, let's have this woman take over. Just very cautious. Alright, hasn't gone down, so we'll go in and bash it a little bit more. I'm actually going to. We're going to play this run as relatively Highlander, but there are some things that I will save for. Alright, continue to bash it up, lads. Yep, there we go. Alright, so in case we have to reload, 16%. I need you to... Cool, you're on fire. Alright. There we go. Alright, everyone, undraft yourselves. We're going to make this a home area just so that we have people put the fire out. Please prioritize extinguishing the fires. How badly are you burned, you idiot? Not... Ooh, that's a fairly nasty one. Alright. So, from this, we will be able to recover an ancient mech transponder. And Mr. Crux has burned himself. Good work. But we will unforbid this, and once all of these fires are put out, we'll be able to take this transponder back and decrypt it. Cougar Revenge. Can we put this out? We can. Okay. So we'll shrink the home zone because we don't need people worrying about this. I just didn't want a fire to spread. And let's just really quickly I'm just going to make some what are we talking about? The places to sleep, just so I can get these people treated. Where are we? Furniture, sleeping spot. For now, set medical. Rest until healed. Rest until healed. Let's get these two sorted out. Not injured? Okay, he thinks he's fine. I really would like to treat this burn. Prioritize tending. Can we do anything? Okay, cool. So they'll both be seen to. They'll get some burn salve. Alright. Clear prioritized work. Get back to what you're doing. You okay there? Yep, treat it up. Alright. Cool. Alright. Yeah, Conquest event. So there's going to be a Conquest event in Canberra on the 11th. I will be on the 10th, I think. Yes, I'll be playing a Theist Imperial. It is time for me to learn how to actually play that that particular subfaction combination. And I've got, I mean, it's normally, in terms of just Conquest chat really quickly, Theist Imperial in 100 Kingdoms should be really, really good, but I've consistently found it to be okay. It's got 2 activated supremacies, which is a little bit of a conflict, because you have to you have to time, you can't pop them both at the same time, and so to maximize the timing impact, you need to get it just right in terms of figuring out when each of them is going to best pop off. And since what you will usually want, so let's just tame these buffaloes. I want a couple of females. It's the youngest male. At the same age, alright. Let's just start with 3 and see how that goes. Alright. So, in terms of timing, 2 activated supremacies means that you have to get them just right to maximize the effect. Okay, that's fine, that makes perfect sense, except to then... Quest available, hosting a scout. Siapa Rhino Kronbogo, of the Chief of the Amber Unit, requesting a favor. His friend is interested. Alright, what have you got for us? Goodwill. You just 16 days of pissing around eating our food. We do have plenty of food. That's something. Fine. Alright. Sleeping spot. Where are you? Notable. You'll do no work, you'll eat our food, but I want that skill trainer. So yeah, getting the supremacy timing right, because the Imperial one gives you a threat extension, and the Theist one gives you both a small threat extension and just a bunch of buffing. Like they're both really strong, but you can't pop them at the same time, and so maximizing when each of them is best used is a very important part. And there aren't otherwise necessarily synergies. You can run really lightweight Imperial, which is what I'm doing, just to get all the Imperial abilities. So it's basically one mage and then a whole bunch of men-at-arms who become Theists because they're in Theist Lords warbands. But it's got such a lot of promise, and yet I've never quite made it work to my satisfaction. So today, this is going to be a little bit of an experiment in seeing if we can get that, to do something. So that would be cool. Oh, good. The hunter, who will not be doing anything. Idiot. Alright, what we will get, just at some point, Treach to do is to decrypt the transponder. Probably should have gotten her to do that when she wasn't sleeping, but that's fine. Quest available, Ancient Ship. Oh, right, yes, cool. A Scyther. Alright, we'll deal with that at a later date. Once everyone is awake. We're talking about Wood Elves 100 Kingdoms. And in this case, no, but the Wood Elf list that I wrote for 100 Kingdoms was a raging success. And I didn't expect it to be, but I had a really great time with it at Clash of the Coast. The entire style of the list kind of emerged unintentionally from oh, hey, this seems like a cool idea, and I'm very happy with it, but genuinely I would not have expected it to work the way that it worked, but it did. Longbows for days. No, it was a really great time running that. Alright, this is going to be ugly as sin, but the extra levels of walling will just make this slightly more efficient. I'm going to have to redesign this at some juncture, but whatever. It's probably more efficient ways to do these airlocks as well. In terms of Infinity, the next thing I want to play, I think, is Morats. The Morats deserve more attention than I've given them this edition, and the Soggarat is a being of potential. The list that I've got that I might play this weekend, or Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday is regular Infinity game nights. I've got a Wednesday night list that I'd really like to play, and I probably will. Should we build houses near the Ancient Danger? Sure, nothing could go wrong. Where is the best place to build some more houses? Yeah, up here, sure. Build some streets between them. So what do we want these? We want these to be 6 by 6. Nice big houses. do a triplex. Nice wooden doors. Zephyr says, I'm sad about these super jump changes. So I've actually put Rodok in this list just to give them a fair shake. Yes, the monkey go wee is something I'm probably going to miss very slightly, but they might still be good. So the list that I've written has a guided missile package and 3 spotlight capable hackers, despite the fact that that is probably a terrible idea. Just because I have so much SWC spare that I'm just putting all of those things in the list anyway. And it's almost certainly a bad idea. But it's got multiple fire teams and some hungries and just a bunch of good stuff. And coincidentally has a hacking package that is primarily meant for being very annoying for my opponents, but can just randomly do guided missile play, which feels wrong, but I've got the points spare and the SWC spare. Yeah, so the three hackers that I've got are so the list from memory is, and I'm very amenable to like changing this. It's just sort of, it seemed cool as a first start. Was Haris of Suryat HRL Kaitok Dartok. Duo of Yaugat Dartok, duo of Rodok Thunderbolt Rodok Hacker, Sogarat Lieutenant Fuebak Disco Ball, Haris of whatchamacallit? Haris of Osnat, 2 Garkis and a Preta, so core, sorry, and then a bunch of Datarazi. The only thing it doesn't have, and which it would probably benefit from pretty strongly, is literally any way to reload. I feel like that would be useful. Not huge necessary, because it's not meant to be a hacking list, but it's got 3 hackers in it, and 2 of them have pitches. Yeah, the fact that the Fuebak Lieutenant is the same cost, because the AP animatree looking. So the AP HMG Lieutenant I would take if it wasn't the same cost for +1 command token, and I just don't need +1 command token in Morats. Like, what am I going to spend that on? Alright, the animatree has 20 anima grass around it. That's enough for a tribal person to begin linking. The anima grass requirements, blah blah blah. The linking ritual gives a level of Psylink and the ability to psychic powers. Upgrading to a higher level requires 20 grass. Alright, so, nice things. Begin animatree. Let's go. Let's get some psychic powers. So nice things is going to get his psychic powers from a magic tree. We might do this. Alright, so this is just future-proofing. We're just building a bunch of stuff that will let us get things done in future. I think once we hit the next day... what hour is it? Yeah, it's late at night. Once we're in the morning, we will we'll call down that Scyther and get ourselves a Mechanitor. I am cognizant of the fact that the Fuebak is only burst 3. Burst 4 would be much nicer, but... Alright, linking ritual. Blight, heal roots. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, whereabouts are we? Kill it before it... All of it. Prioritize cutting heal root, please. The blight is going to spread. Although I would note that it hasn't... Or whatever, they'll get to it. Okay, so... Oh. No, the baby is fine. So, let's have a quick look. Psycasts. We should unlock some psycasting. This is Psycast Expanded. There are a whole bunch of things, and I don't know what any of these do. There's So what have we got? Word of Trust. Path of Kings. Archon. Word of Trust. Word of Productivity. Blinding Pulse. Word of Alliance. Word of Pain. Mind Break. Probably not. No. Chronopath. Plant Time Skip. Time Skip Meditation. Craft Time Skip. Raid Pause. Time Sphere. Time Reversal. Time Quake. Time Quake sounds pretty terrifying. Lots of fire. No. This is probably good, but I'm not setting fire to all of my shit. Empath, Word of Joy, Word of Love. Reunion, Fast Skip, no. Frost Shaper, probably like fire, except a lot less, so that might be a go. Harmonists, Mind Control. Okay. I'm not sure about the rest. Necropath, Life Rot, Corpse Talk, Consume Bodies, Resurrect. Night Stalker, Darkness, Intensify Shadows, Assassinate, Night Step, Protector, Pain Block, Word of Healing, Overshield, Skip Shield, Invisibility, Regrow Limbs. There's probably some good stuff there. Skip Master, Water Skip, Chaos Skip. So Fast Skip is very useful. The rest of these, I'm not sure about. Solar Pinhole is not something we probably need too much here. Skip is useful in combination with other stuff. Static Lord, bunch of lightning. Technomancer. Conjure Heat Pearls, Steel Construct. Rock Construct and Steel Construct from memory are kind of funny. They're basically golems. Word of Progress, okay. Warlord. Speed Boost, Blade Focus, Firing Focus, Power Leap, Beckon, Kill Skip, Mass Beckon. So this is probably quite good. And then Wild Speaker. Bramble Maze, Crop Burst, Word of Animals, Manhunter Pulse. Now there is a Psycast called Berserk Pulse, but locked behind Imperial's Archotechnist. Okay, so I can't pick this one. So that brings us to the question of, given its nice things, it's got to be about frustrating the enemy as much as possible. So Warlord is probably not a terrible choice. Now this man is like a loner. This man is a loner, alone in the woods with his magical tree. But I don't think Wild Speaker is particularly interesting. Rat Bastard Energy. Okay. So Skip Master? No, it's not quite Rat Bastard enough. Word of Healing, Stabilize, Overshield, Focus, Invisibility, Guardian, Skip Barrier, Necropath, Empath. Not the fire thing. From memory, the Chronopath thing is actually more about, general. Raid Pause. Just delays the timer, I think, on a raid. So, Word of Pain, Mass Hallucination, Blinding Pulse. I think we'll go with something that I just know is going to be relatively reliable and kind of combat focused. Or Skip Master. That's useful. Fast Skip is, I know Fast Skip is a good thing to have eventually. Maybe not right now. Maybe we go Protector or Warlord. Speed Boost, Blade Focus, Firing Focus, Power Leap, Adrenaline Rush, Controlled Frenzy, Guided Shot, Beckon, Kill Skip, and Mass Beckon. Let's just go that. I think that's going to be interesting. That sounds like Rat Bastard Energy. And so, Speed Boost. Psychically augments the muscle fibers, ligaments, joints of the caster's legs, tripling their movement speed. Alright, and... Okay. So, he will get Psycaster experience by meditating. And we will eventually get... okay, so this only boosts him. So Warlord is the you personally become a murder person. All of these are in the caster. Okay, that's fine. So I have accidentally made nice things into an absolute homicidal individual. Okay, eat food, you idiot. Zephyr is 2 and will be an adult at 3. Alright, is everyone just about up and ready? We will draft people and cool down that cipher. Alright. Let's get everyone ready. In here, please. Muster up. And Ro successfully tamed a muffalo. Good job. Good job, Ro. So now, if we want to begin this Mechanitor situation, we need to... Ancient ship. Accept quest. Alright, let's see where this thing is going to arrive. It's going to land over there. Alright, let's go. We have a Scyther to kill. Now, this is Combat Extended. In Combat Extended, to my knowledge, the mechs do not fuck about. I don't know any more than that, because I have not fought any mechs. But the general, like, the game has been literally sending me warnings in the vein of, you will need anti-tank weaponry. Which is vaguely concerning. Alright. Now we do have armor-piercing rounds. Fuck it up. There we go. Alright, good work. Well, so far so good. All three of my colonists with actual guns firing at it continuously while it closes. Fair enough. Now, we have a question. Who do we make the Mechanitor? Do we make it Engie the Foundry Woman? Or Tretch the actual traitor? I am open to suggestions. Let's just for now have Engie extract the mech link. Someone needs to do it. And at some point someone can deconstruct this. Alright, so she's ripping it out of this like ancient dead man's skull. And for now, if you please, just haul this into storage. So, as before, welcome any thoughts on who should be given custody of the powerful mechanical robotic future of our colony. Alright, so we've got a bunch of beds now. Let's deconstruct this one and this one because they're crap. We just want only good beds, please. That's good. That's normal. Deconstruct. This is all going to be a hot mess in real short order, but... Alright. Reinstall the beds. As is the way in this colony, we shall reinstall them facing the the bed head facing the door, because we are psychotic. And we'll get these all installed in short order. Which means I'm then going to need to give everyone a bedroom again. And that gives us all of the rooms that we want for the short term. Alright. Cool. Progress. But yeah, when I'm talking about Combat Extended, you have intercepted several strange electronic signals nearby. An indicator of mechanoid activity. Some of the larger mechanoids have heavy armor that will easily deflect all rifle fire. Engie says you will need something that can defeat at least 20mm rounds. So 20mm rounds, Molotov cocktails, or 20mm of RHA, that's a kind of armor. Molotov cocktails which can get their openings, or EMP weapons which can destroy their circuitry. Love that. Crux, stop sleeping in this bed. Alright, set owner. This one will belong to Catton. And then we we can... Okay, so right now... Treach has a building, bedroom. Catton has a bedroom. And is this Crux's? Yep, cool. Crux has a bed. And so we need to give... So Mai, you can be this one. NG, you can sleep here. So owner Mai, owner NG, owner Treach, owner Catton, owner Crux. So Ro, you can have this one. You're gonna hate that. You're an idiot. Cool. Alrighty. Now, if we go through, another thing I want to do is make sure that we've got plenty of weapons for everyone. So if we go into our gear, actually the first thing I wanted to make sure, okay, so you're good at shooting, you're terrible at shooting, but that's fine. You've got a bolt action, good, you can't shoot, that's fine. Tretch has got a crappy revolver, that'll do for now. Okay, Ro, we need you to pick up a decent gun. So if we pull one out of that and have you equip it. Yep, good. Crux, you've got a bolt action, and I don't care about this woman. Okay. I think we've got another bolt action in here, so we may as well have, even though Tretch is a crap shot, we may as well have her equip that. And we've got ample, yep, British FMJ rounds, we've got Magnum, we've got decent marksman rifle rounds, yeah. So all good. Okie doke. I want to ask, what is Rimworld? Rimworld is, I want you to imagine that when Dwarf Fortress came out, someone went, wow, Dwarf Fortress, that's a really cool game. However, it's completely fucking impenetrable. How the hell does anyone play this? And that's a reasonable complaint. Earthquake. Some structures can become damaged and roofs can collapse. Great. Could we not? We're good? Okay, sweet. Alright. So, let's build some more beds. Let's put some floors in. So, lots to do, lots to do. Good. Let's build a bunch of wooden dressers. A bunch of end tables. And the goal is just, I'm just building them all in here, and I'll destroy any that's not particularly good. Yeah, so Rimworld began as like, oh, Dwarf Fortress is great, but it's utterly impenetrable. What if we were to make Dwarf Fortress, but not utterly impenetrable? And it's emerged as, firstly, quite visually, like, comprehensible. Oh, for fuck's sake. Cut plants. Just you dickheads. I told you to do this, and you didn't. Alright, work. Grow. Please, I am begging you. The blight is going to kill all of the crops. And you refuse to prioritize it. Please, please, the pot harvest. You have one job. You have one job, you awful woman. I just no, fuck you. Cut the fucking. No, you're not gonna do it. Okay, cool. Until you've slept and gotten up. Oh, I'll deal with it in the morning. Meanwhile, everything is rotting. Yeah. Okay. Great. This is fantastic. I told them to. They cut nothing. They literally did nothing, and now, I mean, I may as well just let this overtake the fields at this point, but Okay, so the one sensible person is apparently Crux, who knows his business. Thank you. Thank you for just cutting all of this shit down. We're not going to save any of this. It's not going to happen, but... Okay, well... Yeah, no, just leave it. No worries. What's... Don't... What... Okay, why... Okay. There's like a cut plant. Yeah, okay, plant cut. Stop growing things, and cut the damn plants. This is your fault. I didn't say you could go... Fine, you have to feed a child, I guess. Ah, oh, for God's sake. You two. Stop it. Plant cut. This is mildly disastrous. Okay, well... Good work, idiots. The heal root, which was 64% grown. We're not going to save any. It is what it is. We might save a tiny little bit of tobacco. Great. Really chuffed about that. Ah, alright. Why is someone unhappily nude? I don't... Okay, whatever. Alright. Well... well, we can be mad about that in our own time. Okay. I don't care for normal beds. We can deconstruct that. Did we get a good one? No. Ooh, microelectronics. Okay. So, that's a really big deal. There are some limits as to what we can do from here. But that's going to let us create certain things that are really useful. For now, we will just go blowback operation because we want other guns. But I think if we go for research, where are we? Production... We should be able to build a fairly high-tech research bench. Now, one of the things that is worth noting about these guys is that you can't really move them once they're created. But I think this is fine. I'll want this eventually keyed up to a... There's a kind of equipment that you can build that connects to it, the microanalyzer. And actually, with that in mind... What we're going to do is we'll reinstall these over here. Because that'll be just a touch easier. Get these in over here. Alright, so everyone can reinstall all of this stuff over there, and we'll get I think we'll get the high-tech thing down here, probably. Alright. So let's get that high-tech, steel high-tech research bench. We're going to pop that down there. And that will do quite a lot, actually. Alright, so this was a mild disaster. There's not a lot we can do about it. I don't think we're going to get a wheat harvest. Okay, Ro, what do you do for work? You handle, hunt. You're not really great at too many other things. I mean, you're allowed to do research, I don't care. You've got nothing else to do. Ooh, okay. Zephyr became a child. So, Zephyr has reached the biological age of 3 and has experienced a growth moment. They are now old enough to do the following work. Hauling, cleaning... Ah yes, we put the children to work. Okay, so there's a few things that we probably need. Firstly, we no longer need a crib. I have no idea what to do about this, other than we probably should make this child some clothes. So let's go kid pants, kid shirt. What is a kid romper? A t-shirt and pants. No, in this colony you can wear. All right, that'll do for now. We're also going to need a classroom. I'm aware that this is something that we will require. So, if we go into somewhere around here is the stuff that you use. Oh, comms console. We will definitely want one of those. Pop that down there. Orbital trade beacon. Can we put one inside? Is that a thing? Am I going to cause trouble? So, what we want is not furniture, not, we want a, do we? Oh, we don't have any wood, okay. Well, let's do that as well. Please chop down all of these trees. Alright, well we need wood before we can do too much else. How are we for steel? Not as much as I would like. Alright, so. Furniture, I suspect. Yes, school desk, okay. And blackboards. Three blackboards. One school desk. 2 dining chairs. Really hoping that I don't mess this child up, but we'll see how we go. Now, does Zephyr get a room of their own? Is that a thing? I'm prepared to do that. Let's have a look at your... So you can do nothing right now, that's fine. You're allowed to haul, you're allowed to clean, and allowed to do basic tasks. You are not becoming a mechanitor. Alright, what have we got? We've got a good bed, that's good. We've got an excellent bed, that's excellent. Keep that, put that in storage. Another excellent bed, put that in storage. A normal bed, which we can deconstruct. Alright. We've got a good dresser. Pop that one in there. Another good dresser. Pop that one in there. A normal dresser we can deconstruct. Another good dresser. Alright, so all of this is just going into these new rooms. Alright. Now, I was unconcerned about food, and then someone did a stupid and didn't harvest anything before it all rotted, which means we need to do some hunting. I don't want to hunt a mega sloth if I can avoid it. I don't really want to hunt a rhino either, but I'm not sure we have any choice. We've got... We do not yet have a breeding pair of muffalo. I think I'm just going to try and tame all of these. Do we want to try and put down a mega sloth? This feels like it could be a terrible idea. This feels like it could be a terrible idea. Rhino leather or mega sloth? Let's... Fuck it, we ball. Let's kill these mega sloths. Alright. Inji. Who else? Not nice things. Yep, Tretch. And Row. Alright, form up. There's 4 of you. Now, I would like you to please start shooting How do I go? I want you to attack this Mega Sloth. Nothing bad will happen. Oh god, the child. Alright, good work, good work. Where's the other one? I know there's another one around here. Over here. Alright. Off you go. We'll mark someone as hunting this place. And this meat will at least give us a bit to go on. Alright, let's put down the other Mega Sloth. That might be a bit close, but we'll see what happens. Cool. Alright. And hunt that one as well. And we're good. Okay. So that will give us some meat. They'll hunt that in their own time, but he's not going anywhere. You're dead in 9 seconds. Cool. Okie doke. Zephyr is still running around naked, but we will have materials to make stuff soon, so that's all good. Okay. Yep, good. We've got blackboards. Alright, ninja assassin, please teach the child. Excellent. You're learning. Needs. Disturbed sleep, chilly, mediocre barracks. Okay, well we need to give Zephyr his own room, obviously. I feel like Zephyr should probably sleep close to his mum. So let's set the owner of this one to be Zephyr. And we'll set the owner of this one to be Crux. Excellent. This is still a library. So she's teaching him how to use a gun. We do have an actual teacher. However, the actual teacher is a psychopath. Let's have a quick look. She genuinely wouldn't be bad at this. My understanding, if we go to work, is that childcare is primarily based on social. Which means that... And Crux can't do it even though he has good social, so it's literally Ninja. Is the only one that's not a completely psychotic maniac. Also, frankly, I can't spare the the teacher from research duties. So, all right. So we've got. I'm just going to build a copy of this over here just in case. We can feasibly use a trade console. Can't do anything with any of these, but good to know. So when an orbital ship passes by, we might be able to do something with that. Please butcher all of these animals before they completely rot. Jesus, that's so much meat. Good. Alright, so the harvest is going to come back in. We really need clothes. There we go. Cool. Making some actual pants for the child. Okay. Alright. We've got a nice clean kitchen. We've got plenty of meals. Medicine, not as much as I would like, but it is what it is. Okay, let's install some end tables. Anything up to good is fine. Alright. I think we can deconstruct this. I think we can deconstruct all of the kids' crap as well. We don't need that. I think we can deconstruct the wall torch. Okay. Alright. Progressing. We've got a bunch of good end tables that we can uninstall. And a bunch of good dresses that we can uninstall. So what we should do is, if we've got shitty quality stuff anywhere, yep, deconstruct. Deconstruct. Alright, so more guns, that's good. What do we want next? Probably gas operation. We'll get some actual decent weapons. I think the sooner we've got all of these set up, the better. Everyone is sleeping in at least a good quality bed. That's really good. Get rid of these crappy end tables. To my knowledge, it's the quality of the bed that matters far more than anything else, but at least even good quality is a big deal. Alright, cool. Power situation is fine. I don't have enough components to... well, I got 39, so we can do one more of these. We can deconstruct that steel brazier. Let's put some floors in there. And we're at 766 wood. I think we can get a little more of that just to set it aside. Alright. Heal root. Do we have any native heal root? Growing in and around. Ready to harvest. Good. 88% grown. Ready to harvest. Alright, what's all of this? Steel wool? Sure. I'll take any steel I can get. Get ourselves some steel. Don't care about granite columns or granite urns. Do we get any from that? Yeah, we got a little bit. Okay, cool. Finished research, writing. Construct a writing desk. When was I researching writing? I do not. Printing. We're good. Wallpapers. Beautiful walls covered in wallpaper. I've got other shit I need to do. What does a scarecrow do? Ah, small animals will be... You know what? I would... Yeah, sure, I'd love that, but not right now. Alright. The tribe of default has arrived nearby. Okay, who have we got here? We've got Ida the Scavenger. I don't mean to be an average Rimworld player, but Zephyr can hold a gun now. You monster. Okay, Ida is not the worst character in the world. Ooh, can we recruit Chris? A reclusive teetotaler, but a good researcher. And you are not capable of skilled labor. Alright. We can handle these people, that's fine. We've got a prison set up if we need it. I think we will hope for... You know what, let's just come out and do battle. Everyone with a gun. And I guess I have to make another gun. Actually, once I've got more advanced weapons, that'll be a thing. Oh, this is all vanilla expanded. Okay. Right, there's just different tabs here. Doors research, prisoner containment, remote door. No, I don't care about any of this. Food condiments. Soup cooking. Deep frying. What else have we got here? Modern furniture. An ergonomic bed. That's probably broken, isn't it? Enhancing sleep quality. I mean, that seems like a really good idea. Sure. Let's get that done. I will build ergonomic beds for everyone. Alright. One day we're going to get a big enough raid for me to crack open one of these doors, but not today. Alright, so form a firing line. Not very accurate at this range, eh? Are you the shit one? Oh no, you're pretty good. How quickly you're going to be dead in 3 hours. Are you out of ammunition? Equip the gun. Alright, break ranks. Right. So, I need these to become set for prisoners. And we need to save some of these people. Now, you'll be dead in 2 hours. Let's just see what we can do. Alright. Capture, actually stabilize. No, okay. We've got 3 hours to try and save these idiots. Who is the next most useful one? I don't like you. I would only. All right. All right. So all 3 of them went down. We will see if we can capture any of them. And I guess I'm going to end up giving Zephyr a gun, aren't I? Alright, what have we got? We've got beer, go juice, knives, a hatchet. Yep, valuable loot. And we're going to need these people. I really should put some medicine in here. He died, didn't he? Yep, that's fine. Please haul the sailor away. So I suspect we're not going to be able to save these people. Nope. That's a shame. Can we... How's your... Dead? Oh, dead in 9 seconds. Not gonna do it, is it? No. Okay. So if I want to capture people, I'm literally going to need... Huh, that's a shame. He would have been pretty okay. I would have liked him. Like, yes, incapable of a few different bits and pieces, but intellectual of 10 would have bootstrapped us quite nicely. However, it is what it is. Okay, so it turns out that getting shot with bullets causes you to die really quickly. Who'd have known? I think what we need is for Mai to be carrying, like Mai and Engie to just carry at any given time a little bit of... Why do you have steel on you? A little bit of medicine on them. Now to do that, I need the medicine, and it's not yet fully grown, but we'll get there. All right. What we might even do is just build a little storage facility, since this is apparently the prison. I'll just build that in there, and we'll have herbal medicine stored in that at any given time. Okay, so all I care about is that you have herbal medicine in here, and critical, and that's it. Just donk herbal medicine in there so that we've got it when we need it. Alright, I think I also want to expand the Muffalo thing out. But we'll deal with that when we need to. Oh, cotton's growing at least. Alright, still got orders to tame these. We've got, for now, enough food. Good, that's a third Muffalo, love it. That'll be just a nice... Alright, animal filth. Unhappy nudity. I don't care about you. Alright. What we will do is we'll make a few backpacks. That's a thing that's useful to have. Where are we? Tribal backpack. Make backpack. Just make a bunch of those. Alright. We need end tables and dressers in the rooms that don't have them. Of which there are a few. Where needs a dresser? No, okay, we're good for dressers, so where needs an end table? You need an end table. And you need an end table. Alright, cool. So if we have a quick look at his needs, he is greedy for slept in the heat. So we need a... Alright. So it's getting hot. Everyone's going to have that as a debuff, aren't they? Oh, Psylink gained. Nice things has gained a new level of Psylink. Here's raise his Psycasting stats slightly. Let's have a quick look. So if we go to nice things, and we go Psycasts. So we could learn Power Leap, and then eventually like Melee, Guided Shot. Yeah, but it's all the caster. So, Kill Skip teleports to the target and executes a melee strike. If the target is killed, teleports to the next closest enemy and attacks again until there is nothing left to kill. Like, that's very funny. But I think we're going to get... I actually think we want something that is ranged with him, because he's a melee-only character. So let's get... yeah, Whirls a Bolt of Electricity. That seems fine. Okay. So, lesson learned. He'll get more links over time. Alright, how are you doing in terms of development points and stuff? So far you've... Ah, that's right, we need to give you a gun. Zephyr? Equip the revolver. You are 3 years old. That's different in this. That means something different in this, but... cool. Okay, great. There are no ethical quandaries about this whatsoever. That is wonderful. Alright, so the rice is coming in. We'll have a little bit of wacky tobacco that we can flog to people. Meals. Quest available. A huge construction. Alright. The Archon of the Fallen Empire is requesting that you build a monument to commemorate Imperials who have fallen in battle. We will need a bunch of blocks and wood and stuff. I want to start on this, so we're going to accept. And we want... Now, from memory, who have we got that's psychically sensitive? Catton. Nice things is hyper. So Catton, who is otherwise not very good at anything, we're going to accept for her. She's invariably going to become something of the hero of this playthrough, I think, the drunk mother. So, sure, except for Catton. And let's jump to the monument marker. Alright. So, whereabouts are we going to put this? Monument Valley. Can we fit it in here? Yep, cool. So someone will go and install that. Alright. How are we for wood right now? We've got plenty. The plants are coming along. A budding artist is passing by. Cool. Trying to... Just logged into Rob arming a 3-year-old. Yep. I didn't know that I could, but it turns out that in RimWorld, yes, you can give the children guns. You tame that buffalo? No. They're trying. Where are you going? Oh, nature. Okay, cool. The kid is literally just running around. God, you've got a mullet. What is this? What is this haircut? Zephyr says, gun! Yep. Can I... I can... Yeah, I can. Oh, dear. Yep, there we go. Welcome to RimWorld, everyone. Alright, I don't want any of this crap. This will all be very nice at some point, definitely, but for now we don't need these. What we need to go back to is main and resume gas operation. So from gas operation we can get LMGs, yeah. So there's some merit. If I had to pick an archetypal haircut for Gunchild, it would be the mullet, yeah. There's some merit to like geothermal power, but we can do that. We're fine for now. I know I want eventually to do a little harvest. One of my favorite things is to do a little harvest of Devil Strand, but it can wait for now. Yeah, I think we're going to resume gas generation. I want gun turrets. So let's just move in on that. That'll be sort of shortly after. Right now, the lethality of guns is bailing us out just fine. But an animal transport pod. Oh, an Arctic fox. Okay, sure. You know what? We can have a fox. So we want a. We want. This will do for the moment. Furniture. We want an animal sleeping zone. And rescue the fox. Now, another thing I want to know is how quickly is this medicine deteriorating? Spoils in 2.4 years, that's fine. Now, how hot is it in these bedrooms? It is 27 degrees inside. That's a little uncomfortable. But I don't have the power to cool these just yet. Alright. Rice, that'll see us through. That's good. Yeah, we'll see if we can't tame this little fox. Arctic foxes are cool. Nice things is just meditating in his magic tree. That's good. Okay. Animal filth. Nope, can't tell. Tattered apparel. Alright, so everyone's got kind of crap, right? You're all just... Yeah. Now I do have a cotton crop coming in, but it's not ready yet. That'll probably be the solution. I'm not going to faff around too much otherwise. 18 degrees inside... Okay, so at night it's fine inside the bedrooms. The problem is that this dimwit is nocturnal, and there's not a lot I can do about that. Okay, so let's expand the animal pens. Out to the edge of the things. That seems cool. I like that. And then we'll turn this into a barn. I think that works nicely. Now, Muffalo from memory are pretty good. Yeah, I need to grow some hay for winter. Yeah, I should get on that. Alright, so let's go zone, growing zone. And this can be for hay, hay grass. That should be enough. Deconstruct these. We can build a roof over the area. Zone, build roof area. Yep, please cut the poplar tree. If the Muffalo could eat... Muffalo will not eat flesh, no. Muffalo are herbivores. So now I need wooden walls to close this in. Not there. Now one of the nice things about Muffalo is that they are, in this cold climate, it's a piece of piss for them, no problem at all. But, alright, so, orders. So we need, so deconstruct all of this. And then something like that. And what we will need is then, it's like an animal flap or something. Animal flap, there we go. And I do not have enough. Can we make this out of, yep, light leather, please and thank you. Nope. What do we have? Okay, so what I'm learning is that I just need a lot of, that cotton needs to come in, that's fine. So, a hayloft is space above a barn, yep, blah blah blah. We'll build a couple of haylofts in here. And the goal is not to keep an unconscionable amount of muffalos, but we will grow the herds slightly. Oh, that's right, we need to... I should probably make this out of granite, I think. Limestone. Let's actually build this before the Empire gets properly shitty at us. And then limestone tile. Alright, get on that, please. We need to get that done. Alright. Precision rifling. I want more than multi-barrel weapons. Because this is where we start getting pretty good stuff. Alright. So that'll... Foods, hay, yep. Now if we click on this... Nutrition growth, nutrition consumed. Yeah, it's just enough. Alright, cool. So... we could potentially expand it out further or run 2 different herds or something. Any big raids yet, asks Azuth. No, not yet. I don't have... So, I'm running a bunch of mods that I've not run before, including Combat Expanded, which makes things like mechanoids pretty rough at the higher levels. So, the storyteller difficulty is not one of the incredibly ruthless ones. The randomal you rescued is joining your colony. Cool. We will train this wonderful little Arctic fox. You can't do shit. That's fine. Okay. Whatever. Someone is welcome to propose a nickname for this fox, by the way. Currently named Sophia. Alright, who lacks a suitable weapon? Crux. You have equipped the bolt-action rifle. There you go. Alright, so that's some hay getting sown. Cargo pods have landed nearby. Perhaps we'll find something useful in the leather. A sheep wool sash and a heavy bandolier. Sure. I'm down. Now, how are we for calories? Lots of rice. So that's something. Alright, so that's our 5th muffalo. Which I think is actually going to put the caloric... So now if we go... Yeah, okay. So we need to probably shrink the... we'll go clear roof. Remove roof area. Remove that. Orders, deconstruct. So we do need to actually expand the animal area out, or limit the herd. I think is what I'm hearing here. Not a lot we can do about that. I mean, we can kill the muffalo, obviously. Almost done. Almost done on the monument to the Empire. That's good. I don't need marble. I do need steel. Don't need uranium just yet. Thank you kindly. Almost done. Alright, the hay's all sown. That's good. How's the cotton coming along? Getting there. That's good. We need to make a lot of clothes. Ah, good. Alright, so... Bills. Add bill. Make a thing that violates the terms of service if I was to talk about it too loudly. We're going to be selling, you know, some produce. It's locally grown. Do I want to... do I want to allow everyone to have... Oh, monument complete. Okay, cool. So, Catton. So Catton, by the way, is a character who has not yet been given a custom name. So if anyone would like to put their hand up to be a formerly alcoholic mother who is going to become a noble of the Empire, please do let me know. Look at that, the child is cleaning. How useful. The gun child. The most useful child ever. Genuinely, look at that. Look at this useful little bugger. We also still need a decision on whether or not Engie or Tretch becomes our Mechanitor. Tretch is literally a traitor, who we then recruited by normal means. I don't know what is more useful. If anyone knows, is research or crafting more useful to a Mechanitor? Because I know you do need both of those, but like I don't know a ton. So anyone who is vaguely familiar with how that works. Alright, how's our nutrition? Okay, so the nutrition growth and nutrition consumption, a little imperfect. So we could expand the pen out further. Out to like there, without really causing any issues. But what this is telling me is that we can really only maintain four muffalo. Otherwise they will eat themselves out of house and home. Can we get these decorative rocks out of this, please? Alright. Summer rain. Yeah, so this is a bad delta. So we may need to put down one of these muffalo. I mean, or just expand the pen out further. Like, that's allowed. One of the things I want to see... Actually, you know what? This makes perfect sense. Why not? Why not expand out to include our power generation? Right? Like, why not? That seems perfectly reasonable. Crafting and smithing. Yeah, smithing is just, it's not its own skill, right? Smithing is just done with crafting. And she's not incapable. Alright. So I think, NG, you can become our Mechanitor. Alright. Mech-link installed. NG has installed a mech-link. Blah 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 mechs. Cool. I am not going to summon mech threat. Pods have arrived. A lifter has attached itself to NG. You idiot. You just... My building! You broke through the roof! Lifters from memory can be used in combat, but I would actually like some combat mechs. I think we're good for people, which means that what we're going to need is mech tech. So we'll just prioritize that for a little while. The fence does not in any way interfere. Okay, so we're actually going to move it along there then. And then we're going to go orders, deconstruct. Cancel these ones. I have accidentally an aesthetic. Cool. Okay, so this is a expanded area for the animals. And in fact, on the grounds that I might at some juncture want more of these, let's just expand this all the way out to about there. So we'll need some gates. Just pop some random ones in. And that should give us ample. Alright, reset screen. So basic mech tech. Back to precision rifling. Now, basic mech tech. So, if we go into biotech, we can do a bunch of stuff. Mech gestator, mech recharger. These create pollution, and I am aware of that. So what we're going to end up doing is probably having NG have her own little space somewhere, I think. And we'll have the Mechanitor stuff around that. You just chop down a tree. Okay. You gonna build that? No? You wanna build this? You build this thing, please? Just delivering the... Okay, good. You're all idiots. She needs food and sleep, that's fine. It's just occurred to me that I should probably schedule Zephyr's work. No, okay, so I don't know what work I can force Zephyr to do. It's just drawing shit everywhere. Alright, so now if we deconstruct this, we actually should have quite a large animal pen. Okay. So, whereabouts is... We're eventually going to need a really schmancy bedroom for Captain, and we need somewhere for the Mechanitor to live. Whereabouts appeals? Let's do a quick check. Okay, cool. Plenty of nutrition growth now that the area is expanded out. These are all fine. A grizzly bear is hunting nice things. Alright, everyone. Arm up. That should be enough. Rimworld runs off libertarian logic. A child is 3 years old and I have armed it. Why is it wasting its time drawing when it could be working? Nice things, go and hide inside your bedroom, please. Inside Chris's bedroom. I do not aim... Okay, can you get inside? No. Cool. Please save. Alright, so we have briefly successfully saved Jordan. Run, Chris! Good work, everyone. Alright, yeah, by all means hunt this grizzly bear. Is he wounded? Nah, he's fine. Alright, cool. We killed a grizzly bear. Great success. Everything else is still in good nick. The cotton will be coming in soon, which I'm pleased about. Okay, so the Mechanitor's workshop. Let's go granite for this, and let's put it over near the corpse room, I think. She's one of the first important people. Angie, alright, let's get you a... I think you need 2 doors. Let's install one of the good beds. Although, actually, from memory, right, I can create ergonomic beds now, right? Wasn't that a thing that I could research? Extended furniture, ergonomic bed. Components, you're shitting yourself. No. Nope. No, I am not at this stage wasting components. Not happening. Okay, we will need an end table. Alright. And what we're going to adjunct to this is our mech tech. So, doesn't need to be lots. Just needs to be a little adjoining building. From memory. It's something like this. And therein we will build... We need a mech gestator. Okay, it's actually pretty large. Alright. And a mech recharger. So, alright, deconstruct this for now. Or cancel. Alright, so this can be the workshop. Wooden doors. Alright, so we'll need a mech recharger. And a mech gestator. And that'll do for now. We'll pop some floors in. Concrete in here. Wood inside the bedroom. Cool. You mad hare. Whereabouts is our gun lady? About that crypt, are you trying to start a collection or despawn them? Eventually, I'm going to throw a firebomb in there. It's a time-honored tradition, and a great way of disposing of corpses, but... Okay, alright. Get away from the insane hare. Thank you. Alright, so we've got our first harvest of cotton. Now, the harvest of cotton is going to let us do a bunch of things that I'm glad to finally be able to do. One of them is get an animal curtain down there, and the other is start just creating some general apparel. Yeah, okay. So we need just a bunch of... There's like everyone's got tattered crap. We need a bunch of pants. We're good. Yeah. Like 5 sets of pants, 5 sets of button-down shirts, and backpacks. Who is good at crafting? We've got... where are we? Smithing and tailoring. Okay, so everyone who is good at these things should increase the priority of them. Because I want those things done. Alright. Actually, you can have that be 3 and 3. I think. Because I want the other ones to become good at it. Now, we can make some better guns. Now, I don't, at this stage, care about... Heavy weapons is all, like, mortars and artillery and stuff. But gun turrets we do want. We want some actual defenses that aren't just random people. So, we can now build some better weapons. Anti-materiel rifles. We do not have chem fuel. Much as actually that would be awesome to have proper anti-material rounds. Marksman rifles are just bolt actions that fire faster. I don't have... Okay, so it's looking like I need chem fuel for a lot of these. So that is what it is. Don't need a lever action. Light SMG, SMG, HMG. HMG would mostly be good for suppression. Service rifle. Okay, so the good stuff needs chem fuel. That's fine. What does a radio pack do? Conjunction. Oh, okay, cool. It's for mortar strikes. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Way not even close to advanced enough to do that. I do not have a means of making any of this stuff yet. So we've got, okay, light machine gun, heavy machine, okay. Light machine gun, chain shotgun, it all needs chem fuel. Simple helmets would not be a bad call. As soon as we have to fight things with guns. Assault rifles need chem fuel, sniper rifles need chem fuel, okay. The light machine gun we could make. What is a light machine gun like? I imagine it's mostly, in combat extended, quite good at suppression. Unwieldy and inaccurate, it's effective against groups of enemies. I feel like I want one of those. So we'll make one of those. What is an airwave headset? Allows them to control more mechs. We don't need that right now, we'll get that later. What else have we got? Combat handguns. So we give the, like, obviously we give the light machine gun to the child, right? Control pack, concussion grenades, EMP grenades, stick bombs, railgun cartridges. Okay, so I need to be able to make chem fuel. If I search for chem fuel, how do I make chem fuel? It's probably drug production, right? We'll get the gun turret research finished first. Alright, so in terms of tattered apparel, what have you got that's tattered? A bad apron. That's what you're mad about? You're mad about a shitty apron. Okay. Make apron. Whereabouts? There we go. Alright. So, calorically, we're in okay shape. The heal route is recovering. We've got pretty good trade goods. I obviously need more crap to be... Okay, we need some clothing rack. Please allow... Please put your clothing in the clothing rack. That will make up some space. We're also going to need, in terms of storage, hampers. No, what do I want to store? Just tons of cloth. Boomaloop or a biorefinery? Yeah, I'll get to it in a moment, I think. Let's do some we'll make some more big shelves. That we can put various different things in. Alright. All of this is coming together. Now we are going to need power. So let's get a nice safe conduit run down to there. How are we for steel? 905. Like, that's a good amount. It's just that I'm conscious that we are going to eventually need a more reliable source. Now, I feel like I've not seen her teaching at all. Alright, not much I can do about that. Alright, lots of clothes and stuff. That's good. It's all crap, but that's fine. Cloth pants, cloth jacket. Who else has got tattered apparel? So what have you got that's tattered? A sash. Don't wear it then. What does this sash accomplish? Virtually no armor. Some bulk. What does it do? It looks ugly. I've got no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Now, I will want Militors. Which means we need a subcore. Okay, so... which means we need a subcore encoder. And... let's build ourselves a wall lamp. A combat supplier. Oh, actual real people, not just tribals. Have I got some stuff to sell you, young fella, me lad? Quick check, we're fine on power. Alright. Okay, so that gives us our gun turrets. I'm not to biofuel refining. I think this is what I need in order to... a biofuel refinery turns water plant matter into chem fuel. So we'll get that. We're going to need the chem fuel. Alright, Crux. Go out and trade. Oh, the temptation to unlock the ancient danger while they are nearby. We won't, but we could. Alright, let's flog some crap. We do not need any of these arrows. We have moved beyond the need for such things. We do not need all of these crap weapons that we have taken from dead people. We've got some gold, but we're not going to sell this just yet. Now, what we do need... I mean, the plasma sword sounds lovely, but no. We need components and steel. Oh, yeah, take all of the things. We don't need the... you can take the go juice as well. Alright, so... you do not have any components for sale. In fact, you don't have anything. I can make this ammunition now. Jellied promethium. Not convinced I need that at this stage. It's fuel. Yeah, it's fuel for... don't need cannon shells. I'm not selling any of my books. Okay, well that was disappointing, but whatever. Alright. That'll give us some silver at least. So we could do a trade caravan. So I want a subcore. We're running low on components. There are a couple of component veins around, which, look, I'll tell them to mine, just while the danger's not too high. All of this is risk. don't need uranium right now. Okay, so steel is going to be a problem in pretty short order. Not a lot we can do about that. Got plenty of rooms. Power is actually also going to be a concern. I may as well use some of my remaining precious orders. Chop wood. Cargo pods, apparel. What have you dropped as? Randy just does this, where he's just like, yeah, bro, have some clothes, bro. What do you think I need, my dude? How's the hay coming along? 31% grown. It'll be done by the end of season. Rice is doing nicely. Wheat. Alright, so what we might do is we might change this one to potatoes, just for a bit of caloric variety. I don't think that's actually a thing in this game, but... Heel root's coming along well. Smoke leaf. Okay. We could stand to do some hunting. How do we feel about taking down a whole bunch of rhinos? Yeah, we feel great. Let's go. Everyone who can fire a gun. Not you, Ro. Alright, form up. I'm just going to take you away from your duties temporarily. We are going to go and kill some apex herbivores. Yep, Rhinoceros Revenge, that's no problem. Oh, it's all of them. Right. I have triggered the herd. Okay. 3 is doable. However, we've got enough storage space. So let's take out the other 2 as well. 2 I'm more comfortable with, particularly with the range of these weapons. Blocked by oak tree. Well, please remove the oak tree. Blocked by oak tree. Okay. So, fire. Yep. I can get a little closer. There we go, Rhinoceros Revenge. Cool, that's 1. So enraging 3 of them at a time was a little bit much, but 1 at a time, eminently manageable. Yep, Rhinoceros Revenge, no problem. He said, alright. Back to work. Please hunt these rhinos. Good folks. That'll give us loads of... Now, yes, okay. Let's watch as the 3-year-old child hauls a rhinoceros corpse all the way back to base. Welcome to Rimworld, everyone. Acceptable breaks from reality. That light machine gun is still being built, that's fine. Alright, so, we want... You can put anything in these. Raw resources. Please put... What in these? Plants? Where's cotton? No, look, just... Cloth. Yep. Cloth can go in that one. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so we've got a basic subcore. So now we can make a Miltor. That's one of the things that I know I want, is just I want not to get caught. Actually, I'll tell you what. Where is Catton? No, NG. I am not convinced this thing is necessarily useful. Where are you? Can I... How do I tell this thing that mostly what I want it to do okay, recharge settings. Mechanoids below energy will automatically blah blah blah. Mech tab. Mech tab. Yes. Mechs, there we go. Okay. So, what do I want you to do? Work mode, dormant self-recharge. Okay, work. No. Can I draft you? Yes, I can. Because you're a lifter, I don't really need you doing anything right now. Cool. So, undraft, dormant self-recharge. And the main reason I'm going to have him on dormant self-recharge is that if I can bring him into combat in a pinch, but more importantly, he won't make tox generation, which is something that I'm obviously moderately concerned about because we don't really have a means of dealing with that right now. But we have our Mechanitor's workshop. Ah, good. The light machine gun has been completed. Okay. Light machine gun fires 303 British rounds, of which we have many. Let's do the objectively hilarious thing. Okay. Alright. Undraft yourself. You will need... I need you to actually equip that. Get yourself some ammunition, Zephyr. Alright, so we've got lots of cloth. I am going to say, for now, don't allow sewing. There's more than enough growing there. People can haul that back. Yeah, okay. So the lifter will come out when it's needed, but I don't want to deal with the charging issues. Power is good, and these rhino corpses are going to rot pretty soon, so... Now, what other recreation can we make? We can actually make other recreation now. So, let's make a billiards table. That seems cool. And a punching bag. Neat. Bulk goods trader. Alright, that's actually someone that I'm glad to finally have by. Please butcher the shit out of those rhinoceri. Alright, where is our trader? What have you got for me, my dude? Okay. First off, what can we sell? Let's sell a bunch of the like random bits of leather and stuff that we will never be able to do anything with. We'll sell the light leather as well. Oh cool, we have unlimited rhino leather. I'm down for that. No one's made enough things. We don't currently need... Well, that's worth how much? A little bit, we'll sell that. Okay. We can sell all of the bad apparel. We can sell the furniture that we don't need right now. I'm actually inclined to sell the bad pants and everything. We'll keep the normal cloth pants. And the normal cloth button-down shirt. Okay, so from here we need every component that we can get our hands on. And quite a lot of steel. Now, I can't afford all of that without selling a few other things as well. I'm not selling my books. I'll sell the cloth pants, I'll sell the good cloth shirt, I'll sell the bearskin backpack, I guess. And so from this point we need to limit somewhat what we're flogging. We could sell some buffalo. I'm actually pretty comfortable selling... What have we got? 3 females and a male? And a calf. We can sell one of the muffalo. No. Yeah, we'll sell one of the muffalo. And then we need to limit how many of these other things we're buying. So, I guess we will not buy all of that steel. That will... I guess 100 steel will do for now. I'm going to regret that at a later date, but... Cool. I mean, I could sell a variety. They are bulk traders. What else of mine will you take? So, there's a lot of rhinoceros leather. We could genuinely sell the rhino leather. But... it's actually surprisingly good, like, combat. We can make dusters and stuff out of it. And we have a lot of cloth. Let's sell... 800 cloth. Not that many, but... negative 800. And that'll still leave us with 700 cloth, which is plenty for immediate requirements. Yeah. And let's have some more steel in that case, please. We've bought all their components. We could just buy some chem fuel. Actually, that's not a bad call. Let's just buy like 200, not that much, just buy like 200 chem fuel. And that's still him paying us. And then, how much steel do you have left? Where's your steel, my dude? Another 100 steel? Alright. Yep. There we go. I like that. Okay. So that's going to put us in a reasonably good spot in terms of resources. We can make dusters and stuff out of leather if we haven't already. We've still got ample cloth. New quest available. Lost Nomads. 4 desperate refugees, including a child. Their leader is called Pete. Crop blights have starved them. There is no way to know their true intentions. They want 15 days. Look, the last time this happened... If we wish, we can choose to kill, arrest, sell, or harvest them without diplomatic consequences. You don't say. I don't think we're that evil. We've got a little bit of time before we need to decide that one. Okay, how's this mech gestation going? 1.2 days remaining. Okay, what are people wearing that they don't like? I don't care about you. So this cloth sash. You need better apron. Alright, so there's a variety of things. So, yeah, we've got some more aprons being worked on, that's fine. I mean, look, we could, right? Like, we could... Geothermal power. I'm not currently prepared to be like, yes, come join us. We will take you in, and then be like, oh, by the way, you're our slaves now. Like, no, I can't. I can't. Alright, please put this fire out. Oh god, oh god, oh god, the anima tree is burning. Rain? Rain, anyone? Please? Thank you. How's the hay coming along? It's growing. Okay. Alright, that could have been worse. that could have been worse. Oh dear. Alright. So, if we have any Rimworld experts in the chat, one of the things I've noticed is that I don't really have... I'm not seeing Zephyr learn, right? Like, that seems to be... I feel like that is a thing that he should be doing. And I'm not sure how to make him learn. I'm not enslaving 3 people and a child. I mean, I could. I've got the space for it right here, but like... Oh, good. This useless idiot is finally gone. Goodbye. Go away. Send. Alright. Now. Crux, you're our current barterer. Please inject these nanites into your brain. Oh, pen not enclosed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, so we're doing okay. Definitely a little concerned about the fact that we only got 49 components. Let's just make another basic subcore. Those things are useful. Muffalo Calf has started to roam away. Can someone please... just please build this fence. If you look under the Child's Needs tab, they have 2 learning desires queued under their learning need. They'll take a lesson when one rolls back around. Find a book and practice reading. Chat with people over the radio. Ah, okay, cool. And the need is pretty full, okay. Alright, so... Lost Nomads. Visitors help possible future reward. 4 desperate refugees, including a child. 15 days they will work and fight during that time. Fine. I'm gonna deeply regret this. Alright, we've got Pete, who is... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. Cherry. Cool. Pate. Wow, you're just... Cool. Okay, and Crosby. Oh, a misogynist child. We have a powered comms console. I believe Zephyr is radio talking. Yeah, no, we're fine on that one. Oh, for fuck's sake. All of these people are terrible. Ah, deep regret. Deep regret. Okay. Okay, so genuinely, do we solve this problem a certain way? Like, we don't, right? But, I am suspicious of these people. This man... Oh, Christ. Like, you can just... Like, this just tells itself. We have Pete the psychopath. We have slothful and lazy, and their child is a misogynist. What? Oh. Oh god. You know what? You know. The industrious psychopath who can't do anything. He's not capable of anything. Right. Cool. We got a plan. That's fine. We have a plan. We're gonna go to the world, and we're going to. I mean, like, I could organ harvest all of them, and then everyone would be sad for days. How long does that malice work? How long does that? How long does the we harvested someone's organs? Just out of interest, like, if I enslave these people and strip them for parts, people will not feel good about that. So I think how we're going to handle this is we're going to form a caravan. And we're going to send... Oh, I can't even send them. Okay. Alright, it's Rimworld time. 15 days of you people eating my food. I don't know if I can... the thing is like, there's just no way that these people... I hate them. I hate all of them. What if I was to... What if I just don't feed them? I can't. They'll eat. I won't be able to stop them. Yeah, no, this is... We are going to do some terrible things. Because these people are... I don't know if I can just extract their organs. Can I just build a doorless building around them? The Sims solution. I hadn't considered that. Let's... You know what? As a bit of an experiment. Let's just see. I mean, I've locked them in there with my medicine, but... Yeah, I think they'll... 8 days. 8 days is how long the... Yeah, but the malice stacks up, right? Where, like, if I just harvest, like, all of them... I think we're going to do a terrible thing, because these people are, like, all... Oh, God. I can't, right? Like, I can't... Everyone is going to go into a complete... I mean, we're all in pretty good spirits, but everyone's going to go into a complete sadness loop because I have organ harvested the shit out of these people. The other option is that I just put them in the room. Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Like... Yeah. So we have one vote for putting them in the corpse room. Like, the problem with that is that... Hey, Pete. Hey. Hey. You're cool with this, right? It caps at 5 stacks. Okay, let's just... We've got some doctors. Because Pete is the biggest problem. I mean, he's mining right now, so that's something. Work. Work, Pete. Patient, number 1. He's got a wooden hand. Please, go to sleep. No. These people, like the last psychopath that I allowed in... You're smoking my drugs. Okay, cool. Alright. Yep, yeah. Have your... Can someone please... Who's my doctor? Medical... NG's not bad. Medical 5. Medical 9. Oh, the psychopath. We only need... overview. Herbal medicine, please. I mean, fine, you can anesthetize him with regular stuff. And then... Once... Okay, so... he's unconscious, alright. This operation will anger Thylor World's Pact. Well, that doesn't matter because that don't exist anymore, right? Because if I go to World, their faction doesn't exist. No, I don't. Yep, no. Thylor World's Pact are not a people. That the faction doesn't exist anymore. Right? Yeah, it's literally an Outlandic refugee group. Alright, we're gonna do some bad things. Cool, cool. Was violated by surgery. They have turned violently against me. Okay, alright, we figured out what would happen. Alright, everyone. Right, yep, should probably have thought about this. I did wonder... Oh god, the baby's got a gun! Regroup, regroup! Okay, alright. Yeah, please capture... Not you. Alright, where's the other one? Where is it? So... Well, Pete's unconscious. So what I should have done... Well, alright, we need to deal with her. Please capture Crosby. Where's the other one? Take her down! Alright, at least lure her out. No, go, 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 go! Alright. Zephyr, you know what to do! No, don't melee attack. Equip the submachine gun. Oh, you don't have any ammunition. Yeah, Zephyr. Alright. Capture her. Now, where's the other one? There she is. Alright. No! There we go. Alright. Okay. I knew they'd turn against me, he yelled, as we harvested one of their friend's organs. Alright. Alright, tend her without medicine. I mean, the child is a misandra. They're all, like, the child... NG. Alright, let's just have a quick look. Colonists' organs harvested. How much can I... Manhunter pack. Oh, a man-hunting boom rat. You love to see it. Okay. We will need someone to deal with that. Row. Crux. Go and rescue nice things before he dies. Alright. You know what? Let's have a quick look. Is she worth saving? So she's slothful. She's a very good medicine. Very good medic. And is okay at art. And then there's Crosby. Who is a misogynist. It's just like, what do I do here? What do I do here? It only stacks up to -5. Can I deal with everyone having a -25 mood penalty for a week? Yeah, probably. Probably. Where's that boom rat gone? Oh, there's more than one. God damn it. Okay. What are you doing? You're cleaning. Please reload your weapon. And I think we need more guns. There's a man-hunting boom rat pack. Okay. None of you are good enough shots. None of you are good enough shots. Please shoot the boom rats. Okay, cool. Alright. Yep, Cherry has died. Okay, so let's just have a quick look. Witnessed an outsider's death. Well, since we're here, let's just, how do I, can we please, why can I not, Why can nice P? Why can I not add more? They're not colonists anymore. You shouldn't get the penalty. Well, she should at least. Can you please physician heal thyself? No, okay. Page. No, you're fine. We've done a terrible thing here, everyone. How's your health? You're fine. Okay, except that now we have this idiot wandering around, probably willing to break things. Okay, cool. I mean, he'd have gone down like a sack of shit anyway. He's currently anesthetized. Okay, cool. Well, nice things has learned a new level of psychcasting. So let's let's just have a look at that. Okay, so right now, yeah, let's teach you Bolt. Pete has died. Okay, cool. Got plenty of psi focus, so have to bear that in mind. I mean, like, fuck it at this stage. They're all monsters. Let's harvest a kidney. Let's in for a penny, in for a pound. I think there's probably a limit. I think we'll take a kidney and a heart. And I'm well aware of the fact that... oh no, that's right. He's reaches a psycho. Colonist organ harvested. Colonist organs harvested. Oh god, you're just doing it right there. Okay. Everyone is a little unhappy. Oh, it's only a -5. Someone's colonist organs, someone's organs. I was thinking about the heart of a child, yes. So these will... Cool, so the great thing is that these will stack. I don't want to deal with these people. Euthanize by cut. And let's... No one saw that. I didn't press a thing. We're gonna have to just deal with everyone being real mad for about a season. Okay, so let's see how everyone feels about that. Justified execution, 6 days. Alright, so everyone is going to be real mad for a little while. Yep. Okay, cool. Hey everyone, welcome to Rimworld. Okay. Alright, so mechs are in dormant self-charge. We have a Militor, so that's great. Right now you've got you got 6 buckshot. I would like another Militor. So let's let's take care of that. All right, let us never speak of this again. Listen, if I'd released them, who would have known? Like, they could have... They could become a threat to me then. They'll know what I've done. Okay. Alright, so the things that we've done today... We've rectified the food situation. Everyone is in okay spirits for reasons that are completely unrelated to anything. Ample cotton. We've had a goods trader come by. We have given a child a machine gun. And we have, if we need them, in storage, heart, liver, and lungs. We have the heart of a child in storage. We have our Rimworld moment. Okay, so everyone's a little mad. It is what it is. Maybe we can just have a slightly peaceful, period. Do we have any quests that we can do? No. Alright, we should turn our mind to defenses, because that is a thing that I need. So if we go into Architect, Security, we can make mini turrets, medium auto turrets, cartridge machine guns, a medium machine gun mounted on a tripod. Alright, so my guess is that the most expensive one is the best. Fairly resistant to damage. 8 components, 5 components. Am I made of money? 5 components, 5 components, 8 components. What are we having a look at here? It fires NATO rounds. It is... I'm interested mostly in the durability. Where's its armor? No, not sure. Medium turret gun. The tripod machine gun, I assume, is actually just a... someone can run up to that and operate it. I'm gagging for components. I think we build a couple of defensive strong points, just in terms of like where people have been approaching from so far. So, one we'll build next to Nice Things bedroom, and then sort of on these approaches, I think. Oh, look, Zephyr's learning more every day. I mean, people's mood is surprisingly high. Like, look at this. Look at this mood. Oh no, hang on. I keep stopping. Like, Reach is a psychopath. I'd forgotten that. Yeah, everyone's in great spirits. Except for, okay, we need a he needs an impressive bedroom. Alright, he's a greedy fuck. Do we have a crafting? Architect, production. We need a stone cutting. Which we've got. Wooden art bench. Pop that in there if you please. And we need to think about what other guns we might make. Because we've actually got some chem fuel now. So an anti-material rifle, which uses, we'd fire armor-piercing BPMG, and tell me you only need steel for that. Alright, I think we're going to build an anti-material rifle. We've got the bits for it, and it just gives us something in case of centipede. So we'll pop that on the bill, and I think probably a couple of, like, I'm assuming a battle rifle. Yeah, battle rifle's probably quite well-rounded. Let's have a quick look. Carbine. Accurate at close range. It doesn't fire as accurately as a rifle, so it's a bullpup. Okay. A battle rifle, I'm assuming, is relatively well-rounded. Longer range and higher damage than an assault rifle. Yeah, okay. So let's do a couple of battle rifles as well. much does that take? A battle run. So that's going to take 20 and 20. Yeah, we've got ample fuel for that. Alright. And we've got another subcore ready, so we can testate another Militor. Alright. Hello, gentlemen. Would you like to... My fine trading individual? Whereabouts is your leader? What have you got to sell me, mate? Oh, subquarters for a fair bit. Alright, we'll flog off these smoke leaf joints. We could sell the heart, kidney, and lungs. We'll sell all of the weapons that we looted from people. We'll sell the Magnum, we don't need that. Alright, so what would we buy? Nothing from the looks of it. That's fine. Okay, we just sold a bunch of things. Do we sell heart, kidney, or lungs? No. I think those are useful to have. Should have taken a liver while I was at it, but then everyone would be real mad. We don't need any of these weapons. Yeah. Okay. So just trade for some silver. That's fine. Blocked by oak tree. Please cut that down. Blocked by oak tree. Where? Whence oak tree? Where? I don't see an oak tree. Selling them will give you another debuff. Okay, well we won't do that. Why do... So somewhere in... There we go, oak tree. Get rid of that, please. Alright, so we've got plenty of food. We can probably chop down a few more trees. I tell you what we do need to make. We do need to make just a couple of Molotov cocktails. I don't need a lot. But... it's past time we... Crafting spot? Molotov cocktails. Promethean, piss off. Okay, never mind then. That's okay. Alright, so let's build... well, firstly we'll build another dining chair. And let's make some statues. Let's make some large sculptures. We'll just do a few. And we will build them out of... not wood. I mean, wood is fine. I guess wood is fine, but no. Let's go limestone. Make them out of limestone. So make us some large sculptures. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. Look, all the colonists are in a fine mood. It's totally okay. Yeah, it's just 5 days. 5 days and they'll be fine. We're going to put a bunch of statues up. Everyone's going to have real nice bedrooms. Oh, dear. Okay, alright. Okay. We will need, so the anti-material rifle takes what kind of rounds? Anti-material rifle takes 50 cal. Alright. Oh, combat extended. Why do you have so many? 50 cal. 50 cal. I can make 50 cal, right? 50 cal, BMG. Alright, armor piercing. Thank you kindly. Okay. So for anyone who tuned out briefly, we definitely didn't do any crimes. necessary measures against threats to the colony were taken. And that's all we have to say about that. Excellent anti-material rifle. You'll love to see it. Alright. Please reload your gun. Please equip your gun. Cool. Please equip the anti-material rifle and get weapons. Okay, she'll get there eventually. Now, that means that someone else can take the marksman rifle. So who's our next best shot? I think it's Ro, right? So you can pick up the marksman rifle. Yep, good. Plenty of rounds. That's nice. We did. Anti-material rifle takes, yep, 0.50 BMG, which we have just made, and is in the locker. So I want her to reload that. Which I think she's now out of ammo. Equip it. Oh, that's a useful thing. I really want you to have bullets, dear. There we go. Okay, she's got rounds. Alright. I kind of want to see what this can do. So... I'm sure there's some kind of a hunter's rule somewhere about... about hunting. What's the... Holy shit, that's some range. Okay. Right. Well, let's just see how this goes. Takes a while to load. Anti-material rifle. Fuck. Oh. How you doing, boar? Yeah, 50 cal AP round. Okay, alright. Alright. Cool, cool. Very, very big gun. Very big gun, go boom. I'm not unhappy with that. This weapon was designed to fight enemy armored equipment. It's used around in mechanoid war zones, also useful against infantry, allowing for a one-hit kill. This weapon bears the artwork of Cosmo Rowe harming someone out of bleak necessity. Rowe looks distressed at what she's doing. The work is shaded in hues of purple and black. This portrayal relates to knocking unconscious Yeon with a 303 British round on the 14th of September. There is an engraving on the weapon. Now, on the grounds that there may well be mechanoids in this, because I kept getting that signal before, do I want to open this just yet? Probably not, right? Like, nothing good comes of opening Ancient Dangers. You save that. Alright, so we're well stocked. So that's a thing. We've got, in fact, like lots of everything. Let's allow just some random crap in this. Let's allow wood and cloth in here. Wood and cloth. I'm loving this storage quality of life stuff, just by the by. Oh, we got some buffalo wool as well. That's neat. I think I've also just realized that we're a bit suboptimal in terms of our storage, but that's fine. just reinstall that there and reinstall that there. Alright, so we should be able to store just tons of crap in here, which is great. This quality of life stuff from the storage is just excellent. Better weapons and armor. Yeah, okay. So we've got one anti-material rifle. Alright, so don't taunt the giant mechs just yet. Yeah, armor is definitely a thing. Which we do not have capacity to make just yet. But one thing at a time. Alright. So it's still summer. Everything is growing. We've got a second cotton plant harvest coming in. Blights did not kill everything this time. Hay is growing. That should... I don't know if this is enough, but this will get us somewhat through winter. The child is learning well. And we have a whole bunch of drugs. What's the next research? Geothermal power. I'm actually pretty happy about that. That will serve us well as well. Mullet, light machine gun armed child. Learning is coming along well. Alright. Okay. We've got a battle rifle. 2 battle rifles, actually. One is excellent, so we'll give that to Ro. Now, the other one is still pretty good. And then the marksman rifle will end up giving to... Oh, NG, you're actually a good shot. You pick up the marksman rifle since it's good quality. Alright. So that improves our armament fairly significantly. So some actual decent weapons, which is good. That'll be enough to see off raiders and stuff. So, inspired surgery. Really? The psychopath. Oh, okay. So, I think what I want next is to build just some strong points around the place. There's such a thing as a kill box in Rimworld, and it is a sensible thing to have. But for the moment, we will just build some embrasures. Build some little pillboxes, basically. And these will just serve as little defensive positions. I'm probably making these incorrectly, but they'll do us for now. Alright. Okay. So that will give us something to hide behind in the event of nastier possible raids. Hunter lacks suitable weapon. Okay, so what that tells me... okay, what are these? What are the battle rifles fire? Battle rifles fire 7.62s. Alright, so we want 7.62 full metal jacket. No, sorry, there's many 7.62s. I'm not a gun nut. Crux. Gear. Battle rifle. 51. 7.62 51s. 7.62 51. Armor piercing. Full metal, probably. goes. Yep, okay, should get that sorted. And that will give us rounds. We'll have geothermal power coming up, which is nice. Now this is a horrifically inefficient defense if the goal was to build turrets. So I could do a wall, but I think that might end up being a future thing. Little defensive embrasures will do for now. The game has not yet thrown anything at us that makes me think we're horrifically undergunned. Insulting spree. The ninja is telling people that they suck. That's, you know what, that's fine. You're allowed. You've had a rough couple of days. Everyone's a little mad because of reasons. 4 more days of that. I mean, you're allowed to insult Treat. She doesn't give a shit. She's a psycho. Yep, okay. You done? You feeling better? She's just wandering around calling people the fuck out for being dickheads. Please, just... I'm not gonna arrest the woman with an anti-materiel rifle. Oh, for God's sake. Are you done? Are you done? You idiot? Now you're both hurt. Can you just rest until healed? Okay. Advanced ammunition. Armor piercing, etc. That would actually be pretty nice. But let's get Devil Strand on the go. I'm just a Devil Strand enjoyer. It's like it's such a good, like, it's such a nice little vanity project. Okay, you beat her up. You contend to her. In fact, let's just go. Let's get everyone. Can we please manage just all of you? Herbal medicine until I say otherwise, because we've got plenty of that, and regular medicine's a little tricky. All right. Alright, good. Because she's a little beaten up because someone punched her. Your humerus is broken. You moron. You feel better? Okay, cool. Now you look after her. Both of you kiss and make up. You've been here for ages. You're the oldest colonists. There's no reason for this. NG. No, your bandwidth is fine. You can take more. Cannot extract from mech gestator. No empty accessible spot to configure it. What? Cannot work, must be emptied, cannot extract. We can't put it anywhere. What do you mean you can't put it anywhere? Cannot go here out of command range. Alright, NG, where are you? We're just mucking around with Militaurs for a bit. Cannot work at mech gestator. Okay, why do I think this is a thing? I know we have the subcore available. And cannot work, must be emptied, cannot extract, nowhere to store it. Has it made crap? Has it made... Right, we've got, I bet we've got a tox... What is it called? It's pollution or whatever it's called. Tox packs? Don't we? Is that a problem? Check the bioarchitecture tab. Where am I looking? Bioarchitecture? So, mech gestator, recharger, subcore encoder, band node. I don't need more bandwidth. Pollution, don't need a pollution pump. Bills, add bill. No. This should be the only thing that creates waste from memory. The mech gestator shouldn't. So I don't know why that's not working. What's your energy? Energy 2.4%. Major break risk. Just, yeah, insulted. Yep. This is how it begins. Don't go on insulting spree, please. Storage. No, it wouldn't be that. Biotech. Like, because we've already created one mech, so it's very unclear to me why it's powered. There's nothing in it. I want more Militors. Details. What do I need? Take the best stockpile. Requires steel and a subcore. Yep, that should be. Okay, toxic waste packs produced. Yep, okay, so it does create some. So we need... We need somewhere to put the toxic waste packs. Right. So that's the issue. Now the problem with toxic waste packs is that they require storage. So we need to do something about that. How are we for meat? We got tons. No, it's not. It's not. It was the toxic waste pack. It was these. So this is going to start working now. It's absolutely what it was. So all of the mech stuff generates tox packs. That's the problem. And these are dissolving. I will look into how to deal with those later. So we need a cold storage location for the toxic waste, which is kind of fucked, but it is what it is. So we are literally going to have to build that. You can do like 8x8 from memory. One cooler can handle that. So wooden door, temperature, cooler, power, hidden conduit. And we are literally just going to have to store... We are going to have to store waste from making these. And that's the reason why I had I had them on dormant self-charge because one of the things you actually don't want to do with the mechs is let them what's the word? Like they how do I put this? Please don't do that. All of the mech stuff generates to a greater or lesser extent pollution. And because it generates to a greater or lesser extent pollution, particularly from the charging the mechs, until I need them, I don't want them charging. Now, it does mean that in the event of like an unexpected raid, okay, whatever. But we can get by with particularly the Militaurs. Totally fine. Yeah, so this is now able to be gestated. In fact, if we tell her prioritize working, she would. Yep. So that's that particular. How are we for nutrition consumption? Is still good. That's great. So this is going to be the dumping zone, and we are going to have nothing in here except tox packs. Critical. All right. And we need to keep the temperature below freezing. Now, ultimately, temporary solution. God, I need a firebomb for this. This real bad. But double strand. Okay, cool. Thank you. What do we want next? Psychod brewing, tree sowing, drug production is actually a really useful one. So in winter, we're going to turn this into a fairly energy intensive little devil strand production. But for now, we'll be able to... What do you need, Angie? Why are you so mad, apart from the fact that you were hugely insulted by everyone? Can you please start gestating another mech? Is this going to kick off now? Good. Alright. So, she's real mad. Have some food. Feel better. Have a Snickers. And just... The insulting spree challenge, the insulting spree negative mood will pass soon enough. Play a game. Yep, play some billiards. Punch something. Get it the fuck together. Alright, fugitive outpost. Hi Stella, can send us a message. Neanderthals based in a nearby camp have been raiding their caravans. The camp is controlled by Weifu. the Weifu. Petronia is asking us to destroy the camp. It has 5 Neanderthals. How close is it? I want to actually know where it is. Destroy the camp. Okay, where is the camp? I mean, I kind of want to do that, but... because it's more honor. Also, do advanced components. There's a candidate... Okay, yeah, alright, we'll keep an eye on that one. We may do that at a later date. Alright, we've got another Mechanotaur coming out. I need 401 boar shells. Let's just make some of those. 401. God forbid these should be in any... I'm sure this order makes sense to someone who knows more about this stuff. That's 12 gauge, 401. Buck or slug? Or not beanbag. I assume that slug is... We'll just make buckshot. They're not fighting anything that's armor piercing in any case. Alright. So, we've got some defensive readouts set up. We're slowly making a place to put the filth. Let's remove tox packs from this particular... Yep, please don't have toxic waste packs here. That'll get them moved there. They will deteriorate until we get that fenced or enclosed, but once it's enclosed, we will have a place to put all of that. Oh look, more uranium ore. Alright. So we're sitting pretty well on most of the things that we want. We've got another thing of cotton plants coming in. The wheat is growing up well. We'll have a whole lot of pot. And research in particular, that was one of the big things I wanted, was that research is coming along. Okay, we've also got a lot of hay, which is nice. We will probably have to think about the muffalo population come winter. That is my basic expectation. People were supposed to make a... Need warm clothes. Who is not got enough? Oh, of course not. Okay, so... How do I make... He's already wearing heavy fur. He's good to 2 degrees. So we need like a kid's parka, right? Kid backpack. Kid romper shirt. Kid parka. Please make a parka for the child. Alright. So we've got lots of materials. We've got metals. We are absolutely cracking on through the research, so it's time now to get... The thing about the multi-analyzer is that you need advanced components for it, but fuck it. We can just start on that. Muffalo fur is coming along. Let's actually have some muffalo fur. Store the muffalo fur in that. Okay. And people will slowly begin to have their chill about the whole visiting psychopath incident. So we may have done some very Rimworld things this session. I feel that I'm not to... It's unavoidable. We tried to do the right thing, and we committed horrible atrocities instead. Welcome to Rimworld, everyone. Now, in terms of moving forward from here, research, resources, colonists, weapons, advanced armaments. We're pretty good for food, although we could bring in a whole bunch of meat before winter, I think. So we might do a big hunting. Like there's an entire... Do we care about the guinea pig? So we'll take down that animal herd. And this looks like we're in a reasonable state. So thank you everyone very much who's come along. Thank you everyone who hung out and gave advice. So far, technically speaking, we've had colonist deaths, except that those colonists were visitors and were psychopathic monsters. So, needs must. Everyone's in kind of a rough mood because of the incident, but in mere hours, that will pass. So we've got, we've gone through basically another year. Multiple seasons. Food is doing well. Research in particular, I'm happy with. The fact that we have research coming along very nicely. We have our mechaniteurs. We have armaments, which means that we are in a position to actually genuinely defend ourselves in the event that Randy gets a little uppity. Now, we are rapidly depleting the resources, particularly the metal resources available on the map. We have a lot of steel in the short term. We even have a reasonable amount of components, but that is only going to take us so far. So we will probably be doing a little bit of decoration, I think. In fact, it doesn't look like anyone is currently scheduled to do art. So we'll have that be a thing. It's one of the things that we're not particularly good at, is we're gonna make some pretty shit art around here. I feel is kind of unavoidable. But apart from that, colony is wealthier than it's ever been. We've got a winter coming on, everyone's in reasonably comfortable, good conditions, people are sleeping well, and the child has had his formative moment. So with that, we'll wrap this one up. Everyone, thank you very much for joining me this evening playing some Rimworld. I had a really good time. We will do this again at some point soon. Have a good evening.